Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars FRIEZA First Form figure. I haven't reviewed many of these figures. I reviewed the first batch. I don't collect them. I don't plan to collect them, but I thought you guys might want to see this, so I went ahead and bought one so I could review it for you, because I'm guessing a lot of people are interested in buying this figure to add to the SH Figuarts collection, since as of now, we don't have any prior to Final Form FRIEZAs. And there's some of the cooler designs, I think, so it's kind of unfortunate. So again, I think you guys are probably going to be interested in this, and that's why I'm reviewing it. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands to the top of his head just about 13.5 centimeters, just shy of that, and that's to the purple part, not to the spikes, because they stick out just a little bit more, and that's going to make him just about 5.25 inches. And I know what you're wondering, is that even close to proper scaling for the SH Figuarts collection? Well, there's some debate whether or not this guy should be smaller or larger than the Final Form FRIEZA. When you Google it, you find a bunch of different answers, and since they're never on screen together, you can't say for sure. You can kind of judge it based on what he looks like compared to other people, but as you guys well know, the Dragon Ball artwork is less than consistent. So I'm going to say he should be a little bit bigger than Final Form, which is to say significantly smaller than Goku, but not super small. So let's see. He is pretty big. He's almost the same size as Goku. A little bit shorter. I think he should probably be even shorter than that to be in scale, but he is smaller, so I think you could probably fudge it if you really, really wanted to. Some people say he should only be as big as Krillin. I don't know. I think he's probably a little bigger than that, but it's okay. I mean, it's well enough scaled that you could get by in the meantime if you really wanted to. So I guess it's okay. As far as aesthetics go, this guy is on point. Like, he is on the same level as the Vegeta figure that didn't have any shading. Like, it's got great sculpt work all the way around. You can see there's texturing throughout all of his little corrugated parts. His suit is entirely sculpted. The paint job on the suit is really clean. There's really no issues with it, with the white or the purple or the brown. It all looks fine. This is low-end SH Figuarts level, at least, if not better. There's painting down here. The tail is a separate piece. It's articulated, by the way. The tail is a separate piece, so there's no paint issue there. The head is painted well. The face looks just great. I mean, that is nice. All around, the aesthetics on this guy are fantastic. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for aesthetics. It is just exactly what you should expect from a higher end figure, and this guy only cost 20 bucks. So the only thing missing are fingernails and toenails, and I can live with that. Alright, so that's awesome. As far as accessories go, we have 5 hands total. We have 2 fist hands, 2 kind of relaxed hands, and then 1 kind of pointing finger hand. So you could use that for technically only 1 pose if you're trying to be specific, but you could make it work for others. So that's not too bad. Not a ton of accessories, no blast effect unfortunately, but it'll get the job done. So accessories, 7 out of 10. Now it's time for the articulation. This is where these figures tend to fall a little bit flat, but this one is not. It's not too bad. We have a ball peg for the head, which does give us a little bit of attitude, a little bit of leaning, forward and back leaning as well, so that's all right. Of course, full rotation. The neck is also on a ball peg, but it barely moves at all, so it's mostly just going to be this, which is fine. Shoulder pads are fixed, so they will impede the shoulders, but I don't know that that's a big deal, because even though the Figuarts ones have a hinge on them, it looks like crap and it doesn't really help that much anyway, so I think this is a fine alternative. So we have a ball peg that connects the arm to the body, just like an SH Figuarts figure, and that connects to our ball hinge shoulder, which can go all the way up, no problem. Of course, we have full rotation minus the shoulder pads, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, which bends very nicely, and then for the wrists, we have a ball hinge. So far, we're basically looking at SH Figuarts tier articulation. That is fine. No torso articulation up here, and down here we just get a little ball peg. So we do run into some limitation here. Mostly rotation, just a little bit of leaning forward and back, side to side, not a ton. For the tail, it's a ball hinge. So that's the exact same type of articulation they did for the Figuarts one. We also have a swivel right here, which is not tight enough to hold the figure up, but you probably don't need to do that, so that's okay. And that's it for the articulation. So it's not the best, but it's okay. It'll be all right. For the hips, we have hinged ball pegs, which are okay. They give you a little bit of extra range, and then of course you have your ball socket and your swivel at the end of that. So bringing the leg forward does work. Kind of goes out to an angle a little bit. Let's see if I can say it without stuttering. Going out to the side, almost perfect splits. So that's really nice. And then your thigh swivel is pretty much unlimited. Double jointed knees work pretty well. You can see they even added the sculpting to the knee joint, which is very much appreciated. I like that. They did the same thing for the elbows. And then for the ankles, we have another ball hinge. So it is almost exactly the same articulation as its SH Figuarts semi counterpart. And to me, that is incredibly impressive because this is a $20, sometimes $25 figure, depending on where you buy it. And it looks like it could be a Figuarts figure. So, articulation wise on this guy, 8 out of 10. Really, really nice. Lack of torso kind of bums me out a little bit, and then some limitation in the neck kind of bums me out a little bit. You could even squeak out a 9 if you really wanted to, since it's a really cheap figure. A 9 would be a reasonable rating. I'm gonna stick with an 8 just because I think it's better to encourage improvement rather than to not. So time for the final verdict on this guy. Is he perfectly scaled? No, not really. But is everything else really fantastic about this figure? Yes, I think so. I really like it a whole bunch, and I think you guys will too. So I'm gonna give this guy an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Considering the price point, it's just a really, really fantastic figure, and I can't imagine anybody being disappointed with it. And if you want to fudge the scaling to put it with your Figuarts figure, it's not going to look out of place at all. It looks perfectly fine. I mean, short of some shading, it looks like it's a Figuarts figure, which they don't do shading half the time anyway, so I think people are going to be very pleased with this. So I definitely recommend it, guys. Go get yourself one. You're going to like it a whole bunch. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're into Dragon Ball stuff, I do have a whole playlist, so make sure you check that out for just Dragon Ball figures, and if you're just into imports, I have a playlist for all kinds of imports. I have thousands of other videos, mostly reviews on the channel, guys, all for your benefit, so go ahead and check those out. They'll help you. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because I do have new videos out just about every single day, except for Wednesday. Don't do stuff on Wednesday typically. So make sure you come back for all of that good stuff, and in the meantime, keep collecting.